Okay. I think this is going. This is going. Okay. We've made a lot of progress, and I have recorded like 5 update videos trying to condense everything that we've done uh, into the video, and then I try to do something afterwards, and then it's just like too much time. I don't want to release 40-minute episodes. So this episode is literally just going to be a recap of what we've been doing, what we've been up to, how much productivity we've got going. And then the next episode, we'll actually go forward and do some stuff. I'm gonna geared towards quests. I've been doing a lot more resource gathering and resource automation rather than quests and stuff like that. So I haven't really been advancing in the pack. I've kind of just gotten to this point where chunks and pieces and ingots and furnaces and a little bit of coke ovens, kilns, just like really, really like basic beginning stuff. So yeah, let's go over what's going on here. So we started here. I believe I went to set up some coke bricks because I knew I needed water wheels for the automated sifting, which required treated wood. So I got some treated wood from these guys. And these these like Yaba mod pack barrels are amazing. They have an infinity upgrade, meaning I can hold as many items in any of these as many items as it can put in is how much it can take. That one is an example of one that is an infinity, just because it's bronze. I don't even know why I have that there. I think I just made it into my system somehow. Same with this Invaria, I kind of just like haphazardly tucked them into there. But as you can see, we have a lot of stuff. So, yeah, we've got our sifting happening in another dimension, the hunting dimension. And it's being put into this ender chest and pumped into these 2 different systems. If it's an item that can go in here, meaning if it's an item that doesn't need to be smelted or doesn't have a piece, then it goes in here. If not, it goes into this system, and this system is literally here just to filter. This is a glorified filter. So we're filtering out these pieces, and then behind here, we're taking those pieces and putting them into a compactor. Compactor's turning them into chunks with this little solar panel. And then the chunks are going in here and to be smelted. And our smeltery setup, I just set up the power for this. Just set up the power for this. We'll get to that. I used to have this running off of coal, but I literally just did that, and I was like, I should just record again. So yeah, these are Enderist furnaces, and yeah, this is them smelting, and then there's an input chest again, and it takes the ingots and it pours them out the top here. So it's really cool. I like the way that I set this up visually because look at that. Look at the pieces going in and then just the flow of ingots directly after. Gosh, that is the stuff. So let's go check out what we got going over here. I'll show you the power, I'll show you the mob farm, and I'll show you my nearly infinite cobblestone generation. Well, actually, it's technically, right now, it's set to be infinite. Which should we start with? Let's start with mob farm since that's the first thing that I did. So I made this mob farm, and it's pretty neato. It's really messy right now because I recently added a loot bag automatic opener setup over there, and I wanted to get as much as I could out of it, so I just put it in its own little system and just threw as many of these as I had in my inventory on top of each other just to see what items I would get and how many I would actually want, which ones do I want infinity of, blah blah blah. I've got most of the more notable items in here being constantly opened. To forgive me if I fall. But yeah, basically the loot bags come from this system, and this is filtered to grab only the loot bags. Puts them into this crate for buffer storage because I had a crap ton before. And no, we missed one, but oh, there it goes. It's opening bags. It's putting them into this chest, and then this chest has a filter in the form of anything that's here. If it can go in here, it will, and it grabs it instantly because of the translocator. Otherwise, it pulls it out with this guy into a trash bin. And this is also how we're filtering out our non-desired options with literal filters this time. So, yeah. We could have done another system like this, where, or kind of like with the pieces, where you take the, I was about to say, why are those staying there? How dare. Where you take a completely different system and then you insert it, you attempt to pull from that system, from system to system, and then from the second system, you just eject everything into a trash can. May or may not be using that method in the future, but it works really well because it's just easy to do. And it takes up a lot of space, but like it works. So I'm gonna pretty this up. One idea I had, oh well, I always seem to miss that these days, is you can kind of see it kind of looks like a head, right? So I was thinking about making this a skeleton head once it gets flight. I want to make this a skeleton head. I think that would be really cool because it's like a mob farm, you know, and it's got its mouth open. Maybe we could put like little teeth or something. I don't know. I thought that would be pretty cool, and I'm excited. I want to do that one. So then I made this setup, and you'll notice it's very laggy over here. That's why everything is here in this one dimension. These are our sifting setups. They're set up with water wheels. Let's see if I can maybe not grab something. It's all using like one water source. It's the reason why it looks the way it does. So there's one water source there, one's pouring here, pouring there, pouring there. They all have their own water wheel. They're being fed their resource directly below. I had analog crafters before, but then I realized that I didn't need analog crafters. That I could use compacting drawers. So the reason why that was even an issue in the first place is because the way that I was doing this was I was converting the cobblestone to gravel and sand via them being compressed, but they can't sift while it's compressed. So I needed a way to uncompress it when sending it to the sifters. But I don't need to do that anymore because basically all I need to do is actually, let's turn this on. I'll show you what's going on here. So these guys are 1 tick per cobblestone, and they go into this chest. And this chest gets fed into this compactor. And this compactor compacts it into compressed cobblestone and puts it into this infinity barrel. And we have 1.9 million. Yeah, 1.9 million. Pretty much 2 million, which is ridiculous. These numbers are crazy as well. And these are compressed. This is all compressed. So all these numbers times 9. That is how many of the raw we have. So these compacting drawers will take a compressed and basically make a sand version available, or any of the variants. And I just filter that out. I just say only grab sand, and then this is the chest that's underneath each of those filters. So, or each of those sifters, sorry. Cool. Yeah. So let's move on to power. Power, we have. This is doing well. Okay, good. Because I just set up, like I said before, I just set up that power over at the furnace. I was a little worried it was using a lot of. I went a little overboard with the tanks, but they're super cheap. They're so cheap. Same with the ender chests. They're so cheap. When I made these, I just made a stack. I mean, cauldrons. Let me show you. Let me show you. Look at how much iron this is giving me. 208 stacks. Just from loot packs. I get those for free. 100% free. No power, no nothing. All I have to do is exist in this vicinity. Free, absolutely free. Okay, so that's about where we're at. Our current goal at the moment is to do as many quests as possible, and I've kind of gotten cracking onto that. That's how I actually found out about the compacting drawer, because I thought about it before, but I didn't have access to it at that point. Now I have access to, like, what do you call that? Quartz and stuff like that. I have way more. It was more realistic. But as you can see, I've kind of been doing as many of the like smaller quests as I possibly can. Like getting all these like little things done. Like these ones were super easy. They give you 10 each. So I'm gonna keep cracking on with that, and we'll get flight. And I might come back. If not, this will just be the end of this episode because I've already been talking for 12 minutes. This will just be the end. And I'll release the next episode hopefully soon, and we'll get flight together. That would be amazing. I want to build stuff. I'm not like a super experienced builder, but like I don't like building in the sky. It's very scary. So I want flight because I'm a baby. Give me flight. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you guys later, and I will definitely update you a lot more often than this. This is kind of a lot. So yeah, sorry about that, but I've just been in love with this mod pack and have not been able to stop playing it. So yeah, thanks a bunch for watching. Subscribe, that would really help me out. Not that I really care too much, to be honest. I kind of just doing this for fun. But yeah. See ya.